What's poppin'? Any one of you who is entertaining the thought of using drugs, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story about this wickedness called drugs. The great thing about drugs is there's no racism, no discrimination. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is welcome. Now at first, you use whatever. It gives you that euphoric, it makes you feel, it gives you that good feeling. So you think, right? So as time moves forward, your usage becomes more. Once that happens, the grip will be around you. And once that wicked grip introduces its clutches to you, it will catch you so off balance. So off balance. And it is a wicked disease. Very, very, very wicked. You entertain the thought of using. Do yourself a favor and think about later. What happens later when the problems will start introducing itself to you. And when that starts happening, you will not be prepared. You will not be prepared. Now, I was an ex-addict myself. Crack and heroin was a drug of my choice. I had a double whammy. Now, some may ask, how did it happen? Well, addiction was introduced to me by folks who should have had my best interests at heart. They did not. I don't know what folks are thinking when they introduced this shit to me. Now, the first time I started getting high was with marijuana when I was 10, 11. I used to smoke that shit with my pops. Then something unfortunate happens. Then I go to DFY and I do 5 years. When I came out, after 5 years, the first day I go to my father's house, the first fucking day, he introduced me to cocaine. The first goddamn day. I'm sniffing coke with this nigga, and I'm 17. I don't know what my thoughts were at that time, because I hated my pop. I hated him. He done nothing for me, man. Nothing, and I mean jack shit. Nothing. Zero. Outside of introduce me to this wickedness. So when that happened, at first, it's a strange feeling. It's not a cool feeling. It's just a strange upper feeling. Then I went from that to smoking bass with my body. He is the first man I sniffed coke with. He is the first man that I witnessed hooking up cocaine from the powder to the smokable form. And once that happened, I'm like, goodness gracious, this shit tastes good. What the fuck is this? Boy. I went one day, 7 days straight, no rest. 7 straight continuous days, just getting high. My thoughts were so goddamn erratic on that 7th day. Errors were made. happened there. And I was on the verge, literally, on that door of killing something, or killing multiple somethings. Because I thought I was hearing some shit that niggas was trying to set your boy up. But that really wasn't the case. But you gotta try to imagine hallucination. Don't introduce yourself to it. Pause. Leave it alone. Because once you become a student of that prestigious social get high club, once you become one of the students of that university, for the first 2 days, or the day after, today, tomorrow, the third day, it's going to be a problem. It's a problem when it's not a fourth day. Right? The feeling yep. It took me on a fucked up journey. Bad journey. Oh God, that was bad journey. Bad journey. And that journey I was really alone. Because everybody turned their backs on me. No one said what the fuck they did. Oh yes, they did. I saw it. 2 people. Just 2. And these were Puerto Ricans. Both of them. I had someone, 2 someones. Come in, one Judas. Brought someone else. Now when someone else comes and looks at me, saying nothing. You gotta drive me out of my fear. So, when folks don't understand something, they think bad about it. They want to ridicule it. But when you ask them, what did you try to do? What did you say to him? What part did you play to try to help this nigga refocus himself? Please exit through the rear door. You can see things in folks that will make them reveal themselves. And that is something that once you go through it, it's there. There's nothing there, nothing. When you're dealing with trying to find something, going that route, there's nothing there, y'all. Leave that garbage alone. Leave that garbage. Now, the hairline. Something different. That came in prison. Yep. I started. Was introduced to that actually. Yeah. In jail. And I kind of fell in love with that. That when I came out, the first day out, but I never done it. I don't want nobody looking at me like I'm goddamn police. I mean, you call me anything else, but you can't call me that, goddamn. So anyway. Another fucked up. You see, the difference between heroin and cocaine, these are 2 different feelings. One is a down head, one is an upper head. And both of them, off the rip, have you feeling, you got to smile. Hey man, I can show you, as I'm in this direction I'm walking today, you can see with your own eyes. Oh no, you can't. Actually, I thought I was live. I forgot I wasn't. So it's not like I can just pop, hit a button and switch the camera that way. So you folks can see what the fuck this shit is about. You don't wanna be out here sleeping on concrete. You don't want it. Later, man, it'll strip you, man. It'll strip your goddamn soul. I've been clean since 2008. And some motherfuckers say never. Never say never. Fuck you, never. That's one route I would never, ever go. Because I would never forget the type of journey I had when I was there. And the end results will be the same. And if you pay attention to motherfuckers with cash, you see ISA. Well, when you got motherfuckers with the money, niggas, actors and all these other folks, now, the mistake they have is, well, not the mistake, but what happens to them, because they got the money, they can get better quality. And, you don't want that, man. You don't want it, man. I'm telling you, you don't want it. Man, you don't want it. Because it's gonna put you in positions where now you're gonna have to do things you've never done. You're gonna have to start robbing motherfuckers. You're gonna have to start taking shit. Yes, right? You're gonna start taking shit. And if you ain't never take no shit, then what you gonna do?
Yeah, I know, right?
And I was a criminal, man. Crazy. Yo, man, I had some days I had great licks, and other days not so great. But man, it have you feeling like shit, going the wrong way, man. It have you feeling like everything's gonna be all right. Even when it's reality, it's not going to be. But the feeling has you feeling like, okay, it's still early. I got time. I got time to make shit right. Man, you better not be out sacrificing your goddamn self, man. If I knew better, then I'm quite sure I would do better. But when you don't know better, like these kids today, they don't know better, man. They're not being guided right, man. So, because they're not being guided right, what you think's gonna happen? Especially if you're not teaching. Somebody's gonna teach you. Somebody's gonna introduce all types of shit to them. They're gonna fall victim to the peer pressure. Hey man, look at this crack, look at this. This has been like this for like 2 weeks, man. These motherfuckers just shut down, man. Crackhead spot, man. Yo, anyway. We don't want to do that.
I stay with those.
Because if you do the science, drugs was put in our communities to do exactly what it did to them. Exactly. But when your vision, your eyes is open, but you can't see, then what? So what? Your eyes is open. So what? You can walk physically. You can see the physical. But outside the physical, man, you stupid than the motherfucker. Blind as fuck. Call the ball, strike the strike, homie. You don't want that, I'm telling you. The journey it wasn't a good journey. Some days things were good, other days it wasn't, man. But in the end, what happens when you're addicted? Crack wasn't, it was an issue. Of course it was. Heroin was an issue. But if I went to prison, the only issue I would have is fucking crackhead motherfuckers, man. And it is what it is, man. Excuse me. So you don't want to go to prison fucked up on heroin, man. There's only one building you're going to. You only go into one building, and that's that crackhead building, C95. You don't want to go there, man. You don't. So, don't start it. Forget about it. forget about motherfuckers saying that marijuana can be a gateway drug. It depends on an individual. You know, if you're not fucking smoking marijuana laced with nothing, then no, it's not a gateway. You know, but you got, excuse me, you got wicked motherfuckers, man. That's coming under the guise of being your so-called friend. We'll betray the shit out of you. You don't want that. You don't need that. So stay focused, man. You're getting it from someone that's been there and done it. I've been there and done it. Stay focused.